What's going on, guys? It is a beautiful day, so we're out doing a quick comparison between the 7-inch Carpuride and the AutoABC, which is a 5-inch screen. Now, both of these devices do Apple CarPlay and Android Auto mirroring for your phone. Both of these products have been sent to me in the past. I have done my full unboxing and installation video, so if you are interested in that, top right hand corner, you'll see both of them there. But today is just going to be a quick comparison between these two screens. Now, unfortunately, I do have a power supply just to the right hand side, but it's a USB-C and a USB. Both of these run off USB. I don't have them connected to the battery. And I've only got one phone with me. And that looks like a dirty rain cloud. Because I've only got one phone, I can't connect to them both at the same time. So when I'm talking about the Carpuride, I'll have the Carpuride on, and then when I move over to the AutoABC, I'll put that one on. Looking at the cost then for the Carpuride, the 7-inch screen on their website is currently coming in at £222. It is a massive screen coming in at the 7 inches, and even for a big bike like this is the GSA, I'm going to put it out there, for me, it's too big. I wouldn't personally choose a 7-inch screen to have on my bike. I definitely prefer the look and the size of these 5-inch ones. But the good thing with the Carpuride is that they don't just do a 7-inch, but they also do a 5-inch. So if that is one of the dividers between the Carpuride and the AutoABC for you, then it's not an issue, because you can just go and grab their 5-inch one. One thing I really like with the Carpuride is the touch sensitivity and the tracking with your finger when you are moving around the maps or the music. It's spot on. Even with the summer gloves like these that don't have any touch pads, or my winter gloves that do have the finger touch pads, both gloves work, and it's just a lot smoother than the AutoABC. Because both of these don't have any other features other than mirroring your phone, there's not a huge amount of difference between them that you can really break them down. Today is a mixture between cloud and blue sky, and the reflection isn't actually too bad. Obviously, I've been forced to place it where I can, because as you can tell, I've got a lot of stuff on my handlebars and at the front end of my bike. But the colours are vibrant, it's easy to see even with the reflections behind me. And then when you come out of the maps, look at the colour on that. Hey. Hopefully the camera is picking it up. Obviously it is waterproof, and that is a must for any motorcycle screen. It was easy to install because I went for the USB option, because I do have a USB port at the front of the bike, but this obviously does come with the cable in to connect it straight to the battery. Again, really straightforward. Look at it. Oh yeah, yes, please. I do have a center head unit on, so I'm getting all the communications from the device to my headset. I know I said that the size is big for a motorbike, but if you wanted one screen that you could move between your car and your motorbike and not need to have different units, then this would be a fantastic car unit. And because it does just have a ball mount at the back, you can then just buy a sticky windscreen ball mount, and then you're good to go. One to note, I believe the 5-inch version of this Carpuride is about £200, so it's a little bit less, but not a huge difference. And here we go then, I've changed over to the AutoABC. Move the Carpuride out of the way so you can see it's a little bit better. Now, the AutoABC, the 5-inch, is going to come in at £104 on their website currently. So yeah, over half price compared to the Carpuride. Again, really easy installation. Not as easy, should I say. So remember, the Carpuride has a ball mount. Because I've got GoPros and action cameras and everything, I've got lots of ball mount joints, and they're easy to install. Twist to undo it, twist to do it up. There you go, it's installed. And then plug it in to the USB at the front. And the AutoABC, yes, it is USB, so that's plugged in, but it doesn't have a ball mount on the back. It's got a clamp mount, which is clamped onto the handlebar. The problem with that is I've got a lot of stuff on my handlebar. I used to have a quad lock for my phone in the centre there, so I had to take that off to be able to install this. For me personally, I love the flexibility with the round mount, because if I've got different mounts around the bike, I can choose to put the screen in different positions depending on what I'm doing for that day, i.e. if I'm filming. With this, it has to be there, and it's actually really hard to tighten it up efficiently, because at the minute it's just loose like this, and it kind of just moves around way too much. But it's hard to get the Allen key up underneath to do the rear bolt tight. So that is a definite minus for the AutoABC over flexibility on the installation side. I appreciate it's half the price, so sometimes you need to take that into consideration, but for me the touch sensitivity for the AutoABC just isn't as smooth. It's a little bit jittery, but once it is installed, and if you can get it tight enough to stay in place, the connection to your phone, as soon as you start the bike up, it's straight away. Within 5 seconds of you starting the bike up, it's connected and you are good to go. And again, voice commands are coming through my headset. I'd say the colours on this potentially don't look as sharp. They're not as vibrant as at the Carpuride. Hopefully the camera is showing that okay. So again, for the brightness, the vibrancy, is that even a word? It is now. For the Carpuride beats the AutoABC. So for me, I'm remembering that this comes in a 5-inch, so actually the quality of this, the touch sensitivity, is going to be up over the AutoABC. But let's face it, if price is the biggest thing for you, then a unit that is just over £100 that works as well as it does for its price point, you can't beat it. If you want something that you can... Alright, let me just turn the maps off. She keeps talking. Every time I want to talk, it's my time to talk. If you want something that you can chuck on your bike, especially if you are doing a bit of green lane and off-roading where you're not going to be dropping your bike, and you don't have to worry too much, because if it does break, it ain't going to break the bank. You can get 2 of these for the same price of 1 of these. I suppose a little bugbear I have with these kind of Apple CarPlay screens is that there isn't any battery life in them. So once you disconnect it, it turns off. For me personally, I'd like to be able to make sure everything's good, prepped and sorted before I got to the bike, so then I know when I'm starting, everything's there, everything's loaded up. So if there was a internal battery and it allows you to turn the unit on, both of them, they're both the same, allows you to turn it on and then make sure everything's sorted before you get to the bike, I think that would be more beneficial. So for me, I've got a TomTom World Edition that's got a fantastic battery life. So I could do everything I need for that back in the room, then get to the bike, put it on, and I'm good to go. The reflection is quite strong. It's not the worst. I can still see the maps and see where I need to go. But like I said, where I don't think the colours are as vibrant, it's a little bit harder to see over the Carpuride. Right now, it's all white behind me, as in the sky, and the screen is quite difficult to see. Before I summarise my feelings on both of these units will be up for a giveaway coming very soon. All the collaboration sponsored videos I do and all the kit I get, so Carpuride, the AutoABC, the Chiggy at the front, Falcon, Van Trude, motorcycle dash cam, all of that stuff will be given away in giveaways. If you want to be in a chance to win either of these, first of all hit the like button, help us out, but more importantly subscribe to the channel, because if you're not subscribed you won't see when the giveaway video comes. And the first giveaway video will hopefully be dropping in the next couple of weeks. For me, there's going to be 2 different reasonings why you may pick one over the other. First one I kind of alluded to was the cost. If the lowest cost possible is what you're looking for, then the AutoABC is going to be the win for you. It does what it says it does, it's waterproof. It's just the fact that the installation is not as good. Now, if money was set aside and I was just to pick between these 2 devices, my money would be on Carpuride. Like I said, better touch sensitivity. The colours are more vibrant on the Carpuride over the AutoABC. As I mentioned, I'm not a big fan of the 7-inch. I think it's just too big. So I would personally go for the 5-inch over the 7-inch, but still sticking with the Carpuride. Again, the installation, ball mount, USB, and you're away is absolutely perfect. Because not everyone wants to be stripping their bikes down, faffing with putting the cable in all the way back, making sure it's all neat and tidy and tucked away. Sometimes you just want to whack it on, plug it in and go for a ride. Let me know in the comments box below which one are you going for, AutoABC or Carpuride. This has just been a quick comparison between the 2. But hopefully you enjoyed it, hopefully you found some use from it. So like I said before, subscribe, help us keep growing for 2024, and until the next one, ride safe.